Some people want love desperately, but the moment it actually shows up, they don't know what to do with it. Not because they're cold or emotionally unavailable, but because love doesn't feel like relief to them. It feels like waiting for something to go wrong. They'll pull away when someone gets close. They'll doubt compliments. They'll feel genuinely uncomfortable when someone is kind to them for no reason. And the worst part? They usually don't even realize they're doing it. You might know someone like this. Or maybe this is you. They seem totally fine on their own, independent, self-contained, the kind of person who doesn't need much from anyone. But when someone actually offers affection, when someone tries to care for them without being asked, they freeze. A compliment makes them awkward. A thoughtful gesture feels suspicious. Someone showing up for them consistently, it almost feels like too much. So they deflect. They minimize. Oh, it's nothing. You didn't have to do that. I'm fine, really. And when someone tries to get genuinely close, they start quietly creating distance. Not in an obvious way, just a little less available, a little more guarded. Because closeness, even when they want it, feels dangerous. This pattern usually starts early, in childhood, in homes where love wasn't straightforward. Maybe affection only showed up when you were easy, when you were good, when you didn't need too much. So you learned that love had conditions attached. Or maybe care was unpredictable, warm one moment, cold the next. You never knew which version you'd get, so you stopped relaxing into it. You stopped trusting it would stay. Sometimes it's more subtle. Love came with guilt, with control, with criticism disguised as concern. I'm only saying this because I care, after everything I've done for you. And somewhere in all of that, a child learns something without anyone having to say it out loud. Love is not a safe place to rest. It's a place you have to stay alert. Because if love can turn into anger, disappointment, or silence, then letting yourself need it means making yourself vulnerable to pain. And the safest option? Don't get too comfortable. Don't need it too much. Don't believe it will last. So in adulthood, this plays out in all kinds of ways. They can't take a compliment. Someone says, "You look great," and they immediately shut it down. "I just threw this on. It's old. I look terrible, actually." Because accepting it would mean letting it in, and letting it in means opening a door they've learned to keep closed. They feel weird when someone is nice to them without wanting anything back. It doesn't compute. There has to be a reason, a hidden expectation. So they analyze it, look for the angle, wait for the part where it stops being free. And when someone genuinely shows up for them, when someone says, "I'm here, you don't have to handle this alone," they pull back. Not because they don't want the support, but because accepting it feels like handing someone the ability to hurt them. They might even end up choosing people who are emotionally unavailable. Not on purpose, but unavailable feels familiar. Distance feels predictable. Chasing feels safer than being chosen. Because if someone loves you without you earning it, what happens when they decide you're not worth it anymore? Here's the thing people misunderstand. They're not afraid of love itself. They're afraid of what love makes them feel. Real love exposes needs they've spent years burying. It makes them vulnerable. It makes them hope. And hope is terrifying when you've learned that caring too much leads to disappointment. Because if you let yourself need someone, they can leave. If you let yourself believe they care, they can prove you wrong. If you relax into being loved, what happens when it stops? So they stay protected. Not because they're strong, but because protection is the only way they know how to survive closeness. Here's the truth. People who struggle to receive love aren't damaged beyond repair. They just never learned that love could show up without pain following close behind. They learned that affection was conditional, that closeness was complicated, that care always came with some kind of cost. So now, even when someone offers them something real, something safe and steady, part of them is still waiting for it to turn into something else, still bracing, still protecting themselves from a betrayal that hasn't happened yet. Learning to receive love isn't about becoming less independent or needing people more. It's about finally feeling safe enough to stop treating care like a threat, to let someone be kind without interrogating their motives, to accept affection without waiting for the moment it gets taken away. Because the people who struggle most to receive love are often the ones who survive so long without it, they forgot it was supposed to feel like safety, not like standing in a doorway ready to run.